Did you know the moment your child turns 18, you legally lose the right to have access to their medical records, financial information, and sometimes even their college records? Well, not sometimes, all the time. So even if they are still living in your house, even if you're still paying the bills, and in an emergency, doctors may not even be allowed to talk to you. So today I'm sharing 7 legal documents every parent should have once their child turns 18, and most families have never even heard of them. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Caregiver the Health Boss. So, if you're new here, my name is Michelle, and I help caregivers and parents navigate complex medical journeys. As a parent who has a child with medical needs, I've learned that planning ahead isn't optional, it is essential. And one of the biggest transitions family face is when a child turns 18, because legally your child is now an adult. Doesn't matter if they don't act like one, but they are an adult, which means your parental access changes overnight. So let's talk about it. There are 7 documents that can protect your adult child and loved ones. The first document is called HIPAA authorization. It's a HIPAA authorization form. HIPAA is a federal privacy law that protects a person's medical information. So once your child turns 18, doctors cannot share medical records with parents without written permission. This document allows your adult children to give you permission to speak to their doctors, access their medical records, and discuss any type of treatment. Without this form, medical providers may refuse to talk to you. Medical power of attorney. Now, this one I actually had. So, the second document, again, is medical power of attorney, also called a healthcare proxy. So, this allows someone, usually a parent, to make medical decisions if the person is unable to communicate or becomes incapacitated. So this actually happened to my oldest child, who was in a horrific car accident, broke both sides of her neck and was in a medically induced coma. So think about a situation: surgery complications, serious illness, and like I said, car accident. Without this document, medical decisions may require court approval. And you know, like I do, when your child is sick, nobody has time for that. We need to make whatever decisions we need timely, that's in the best interest of our child. The third document is a durable power of attorney. So, the durable power of attorney is for finances. This allows someone to handle financial matters if your adult child cannot manage them. So, examples would include like paying their bills, managing their bank accounts, signing legal documents, dealing with insurance companies. Without a power of attorney, families may need to go through a lengthy court process to gain the authority. Document number 4 is Advanced Healthcare Directive and Living Will. So, an advanced healthcare directive explains your child's wishes for medical treatment if they become incapacitated. And I know we don't want to think about that, but this may include decisions about life sustaining treatment, end of life care, and organ donation. It prevents any type of confusion among family members during difficult situations. Extremely helpful, especially if mom and dad are in different households and they want different things as far as the child is concerned. Document number 5 is FERPA. So that's FERPA, authorization for college students. So if your child is attending college, they need to sign a FERPA release. It's a federal law that protects a child's student educational records. Without this, the parent may not be able to access, and may not, no, the parent cannot access. You can't access their grades. You can't access their financial information, tuition accounts, disciplinary records. You cannot access a thing. And they are adamant. So my son was on the phone actually talking to student services today, and he just needed some help with the communication. We just turned 18. I don't even think, have we been 18? We've been 18 6 months. And he needed help with the communication, and even though, so we do have to sign a different document because they do have a document saying that they're allowed to talk to me, but he still had to give authorization for them to talk to me for me to help navigate those things. So FERPA, FERPA. Document number 6 is a digital power of attorney. So today, all of our lives are basically online. A digital power of attorney allows someone to manage your digital accounts if needed. I mean, hell, as adults, we need this too. This can include your email accounts, financial apps, online subscriptions, and social media accounts. This is becoming increasingly important as our lives are digital and our digital lives grow. Document number 7, an emergency contact and medical information sheet. All right, so this final one just isn't a legal form. It's not a formal document, but it's extremely important. Just creating an emergency medical information sheet that includes medications, allergies, diagnosis, emergency contact, insurance information. This is especially important for young adults who are living away from home and making sure that their phone is set up with ICE in case of emergency contacts. Like, that information is so critical to be set up. So just in case that their phone is locked, an emergency happens, you can at least hit the button and get their ICE contact so you can be contacted. So again, super duper important for not only for your children, but for you to have set up as well. So make sure you do that. It's available on both Android and iPhone. And then just some bonus documents that are also helpful depending on your family situation. You may also want to consider guardianship planning for special needs adults, which is the process that we are about to go through for Justin in just a short year. A basic will, trust planning, insurance documentation, and planning now can prevent stress and confusion later on. So, if your child is turning 18, this is a huge milestone, but it also changes the legal relationship between parents and their children. So having these documents in place will help to ensure that you can still support and protect your adult child if something unexpectedly happens. If you found this information helpful, please share it with another parent, because this is information most families never hear until it's too late. And if you're a caregiver or a special needs parent, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because it's all about helping you become the health boss of your family. All right, caregivers, until next time.